Well, hello there YouTube, my name is GalaWOTs and today we are playing in the MT-25 here on Sand River in a pretty nice matchmaking. And the T-150 on our team apparently thinks it's not a good matchmaking, even though he could have been against a lot more tier 7 or even tier 8s, so I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, this is also kind of an interesting battle, taking into account that there's 3 top tier artillery on each team. Luckily all of this shit is going to be fixed in the next patch, hopefully with the new matchmaking system, and I really like how it's looking. I might worry a little about how long it will take to actually make matches, and some people might have to wait a long time because there's so many specific things that can't happen with the new matchmaking systems that there is a possibility for now, but I guess we'll see how it will go. And if it goes well, I think the new matchmaking system will be great. And if you don't know anything about it, then go ahead and look at the link in the description. I'll link to all the patch updates for 9.17.1. But anyway, let's talk about the battle instead. And I'm here in my MT-25. And I quite like this little tank. It's pretty funny and it fires really fast. It has shit pen and it does basically no damage with each shot, but it's really fun to drive around, and it goes at 72 kilometers per hour, which is pretty fucking fast, alright. And we can see here in the start of the battle we are down 0-2, but it's not too bad as it's only tier 5 tanks who has died until now. I want to try and go and take out this T-34. I see he's alone over here. There might be somebody with him, taking into account that there's so many enemy tanks that we haven't spotted yet. But I don't think there is, so... And where did he go? I mean, if he's not here, then we're just gonna have to take out the enemy artillery. I mean, they are going to be very important in this battle, and they can basically one-shot anyone on our team, so getting those guys killed will be very nice. And we can see the enemy S51, but we can't really get a good shot on him. There we go, now we can actually hit him. You can see this gun fires quickly, but it really doesn't do a lot of damage when you have to hit and tier 7 artillery 4 times to be able to kill him. Can we get the final blow on this guy? Nope. There we go, that's nice. Alright, the score is now 4-4, that's okay. And the damage counter and stuff like that isn't really working because this is a patch 9.17 replay playing in the 9.17.1 client, so that's why we can't see the amount of shells and the amount of damage and stuff like that. But ooh, and we put a nice shot into the arty while he's running away. Can we put another one in? Nope, I guess not. Would be nice to be able to take this guy out, but not really. Maybe that one hit, maybe that one, who knows. But now we don't manage to take him out. And we know that the last enemy archer is down here, the Gutswagen, so we're gonna have to try and take this guy out. And I almost completely cocked this up, but I managed to save it actually, because right here I could have been very much dead. But he missed because of his non-existent gun depression, so we live to see another day. That's very nice, but we are down 2k HP, actually 2,500 HP compared to the enemy team, so we might have to be a little careful. And now we're getting chased by the enemy Cromwell. So my plan right now is to kill the T-34 and then run away from the Cromwell. We don't want to fuck around with that guy. And right now, I just wanted to let you know that I'm not auto-aim, I'm not aimbotting, I'm just using auto-aim. This is a thing that is within the game, something completely normal, but people seems to, even on a channel of my size, think that shit like that is aimbot. It is not, it is called auto-aim. And I really want to take this guy out, and while he is busy killing my teammate, I guess I can get the kill on him. And he missed, and I bounced, and he's dead. So yeah. But now we are in kind of an interesting position because we are, oh god. We could very easily been flipped there, but I guess not. As I was saying, we are in an interesting position because we are against 3 enemy medium tanks and 1 artillery, with only me to spot and 3 artillery on my team. So I mean, I have to protect my artillery and I have to spot for them. And all the enemy medium tanks are spotted and our 2 artilleries are being attacked. So at this point I was kind of afraid that they were just going to get killed and I would have to take on everything by myself. But luckily enough, this Chino seems to be a complete idiot. Managed to put 1 shell into me, but yeah, he's dead. So now we're gonna have to see if we can take out this STRV 74, but luckily enough for us, one of our artillery pieces is going to blast him into oblivion, which is very nice. So he's dead. And this ended up being actually a pretty entertaining and fast battle. It's only 6 minutes old and we are gonna have to go take out the last enemy artillery now. So this was not any special battle really, I just wanted to show it because I'm having a good time in this tank, and we're gonna watch a battle after this one, and it's going to be well, it's still going to be a really nice battle, but it's going to end in a little other way than this one is, so stay tuned for that. We're just gonna take out the last enemy artillery here. I really want to get the top gun, and there we go, he's dead. So yeah, before we look at the post-game stats, let's go take a look at the next battle. And here we are, in the MT-25, this time on Erlenberg, in a bit of a worse matchmaking. This time we're up against 5 Tier 8 tanks, a bit of Tier 7s, and a couple of low tiers as well. This is going to be a little bit more of a tough battle. And I'm going to go for the initial spot to get some spots in, because you do get XP for getting the first spots in enemy tanks, and I am a light tank, so that's my job. And none of them managed to put any shots into me, even though I was spotted for a long time. So that's very nice, getting 6 spots right at the start of the battle. But of course it would also be nice to get some assistance damage of some of them, so that's the next thing I'm going to try to do. And on Erlenberg, the team spawning on this side of the map always loses this side and wins the other one. That's basically how it always goes, at least most of the time. So I just want to utilize these tank destroyers to do a bit of damage before I abandon this flank, because we are going to get overrun by all of those tanks over there. So get some spots in and let the tank destroyers do some work. And there we go, nice 800 spotting damage. Start of the battle, that's nice, can't complain about that. On the enemy KV-5. But as I said before in the other replay, this battle is not going to end as well as the first one, unfortunately. But it is still going to be a really nice battle. And if you're interested, this is actually going to be a 36,000 WN8 game, which is probably my highest in a long time. So yeah. And I think it's about time to abandon this flank. The enemies are closing in. I can't really spot without being shot at, so I'm running away. Luckily the unit is following me, but it's kind of destroyed by the fact that Lurvey decided to go towards the flank at this point anyway. So yeah, he's going to die completely uselessly to the team, so that seems very smart. And it's about this point that I realize, oh shit, there's a Lurvey on, not a Lurvey, a Leo on the enemy team sitting right in the open. And we put the first shell into him, another one, and he still isn't reacting, even though I'm just plowing shells into his side. That one bounced for reasons unknown to mankind, that one missed, and the last one was just badly aimed. So yeah, we're losing 2-5 and we are down 3k health at this point compared to the enemy team, so yeah, it's not looking too well. But I see there is an isolated Lurvey over here, and I know I can circle a Lurvey all day long as I can pen him at least. And he seems to be occupied with a Black Prince at the moment, so yeah, he might be easy prey. And he just fired, so I know I can get onto his side without getting shot at, and we keep bouncing on his side for reasons, and we can get behind him and shoot into his German fiery bomb. But of course he's going to drown me if I keep doing that, so yeah, we have to go get to his side, and he does make quite a smart move to go into the water, so I can't shoot him in the flank, but he gets completely destroyed from the back by the ISU. So nice work there. And at this point the score is 3-9, and I basically given up on this team and the chance of winning, because we are also down 4k damage at this point, so I just want to get the final damage in before the battle is over. Or so I thought, at least. Because I'm going to go after this Jagdpanther, and I thought this guy, if he puts 2 shells into me, I'm dead, but I might be able to get to his flank and kill him. So I mean, if I take a shot to kill an entire tier 7 tank destroyer at the end of the game, then I'm satisfied. But for some reason he decides to run away and not turn around when he spots me. He just keeps going. He's been put on fire, and he just doesn't want to shoot back at me, and he's dead. So yeah, that's nice. And at this point I don't realize that there's a T-71 right over here to my side, but luckily enough for me he isn't shooting at me, so I'm going to take out one of the artilleries before that. And at this point, now he starts shooting at me, and oh god. That guy can easily kill me if he rushes straight at me, and unfortunately that's what he decides to do. But luckily enough for me, he's an idiot, so we managed to bounce a shell on his side, put another one into him, and at this point, if he just keeps firing, I'm dead. Because at this point I'm at 1 shot and I have to put 3 shells into him, but he decides to run away instead of killing me, because reasons, and then he goes over the ridge and he's dead. So yeah, smart play, my dude. he could easily have killed me, but no, apparently not. That would be too easy. And at this point, I mean, the chances of winning are nil. The rest of our team is completely surrounded by enemy tanks, and we are down 4k damage, and I don't even have ammunition enough to do that much damage. So yeah, there's no way we're going to win this, but we can do a nice drive-by kill on the enemy artillery there, and see how much we can do at the end of the battle. Because we have 4 kills and 3000 damage, only 6 minutes into the game, with a tier 6 light tank in a tier 8 battle without really getting any help from the team. And we did just win a 1 versus 4 engagement right there, which is very nice, because all of those guys were really bad. The Jagdpanzer showing his ass, the T-21 who just didn't want to kill me, and the 2 artilleries who couldn't hit for jack shit. So a 1v4 in a tier 6 light tank, that is pretty nice. And at this point we have 84 health left. If we take a shot from anything on the enemy team, we are dead. So I just want to see how much more I can do. And I was kind of surprised about how much more I could do in this battle. I wanted to survive, so that's why I'm going this way, but I know that the enemies are going to come from this way as well. I just want to go to the top of this hill and get some vision out and see if I can spot some enemies. Because if I can spot the enemies, I might be able to find some of the lesser armored ones and do a little bit more damage before we're going to die. And not long from here we spot the defender, and of course he's not going to spot us in this bush as we are a light tank, but firing at him from this distance, even with gold shells, I'm just not gonna do shit to him. So I decide, alright, let's go over this edge and see what's on the other side. There we go, the enemy Scorpion, and he misses. So now we can easily circle this guy, put some shells into him, because his turret traverse is literally shit. But I make a mistake here on this hillside. I was about to go forward and he rams me to death. So yeah, not very nice, Mr. Scorpion. So yeah, let's go take a look at the post-game stats for these 2 very different battles in the MT-25. Here we are looking at the stats in the first battle. As you can see, we managed to pick up the Ace Tanker, a couple of stickers, and a Pascucci's medal for killing all the 3 enemy top tier artillery, a high caliber for doing the most damage in the battle, at least 20% of the enemy HP, and a top gun, so that's very nice. And we ended top on the team, and of course in the entire battle on damage, as we got the high caliber, 6 kills and 1253 base XP, and a pretty nice carry together with these artillery pieces at the end of the battle. These guys actually did equally well altogether, so that's pretty nice. And we did manage to take out the enemy team, especially the kill on the enemy STRV-M42 was very important, and he's got completely one-shotted. We might not have won the battle if he had not died there, so yeah. It was a pretty nice battle, but let's move on to the other battle instead, as the results are a little better than that one. And here we go, this time seeing that we pick up the second class master badge on the MT-25. And the only reason I'm still playing this tank is actually because I want to get the crew to 100% on the first skill, so I have 6 cents when I get to the LCTB. That's the only reason why I'm still playing this tank, and because it's very funny. So yeah, we managed to pick up the ace tanker even though we lost, and we took also the high caliber as a tier 6 light tank on the losing team in a tier 8 battle. And we managed to do 3600 damage in this little thing, doing like 85 average damage with each shell, picking up 4 kills and 1044 base XP in a tier 6 battle, and in a tier 8 battle with a tier 6 light tank on the losing team. That is very nice. And as you can see, well, this ISU did pretty well, but everybody else on the team did very bad, especially the Lurbe, as we saw him going straight into like 6 or 7 enemy tanks at the start of the battle. So yeah, he didn't do very well, and I can easily explain to you why. So yeah, it's just, no matter how good of a player you are, you just can't win them all. And we actually traveled nearly 5.5 kilometers that battle, so that's far, but apparently not far enough. So I hope you were entertained by these 2 battles in the MT-25. I really like this tank, and yeah, I can't wait to play the LTTB and especially get into the new tier 10 light tanks that are going to probably and hopefully come out in the next patch. I can't wait for that. I've already grinded a lot of XP in the MX-1390 and the RU-251, and I'm definitely going to get the T-54 lightweight and grind a fuck ton of XP in that tank as well, because I really want to get all of the tier 10 light tanks. They seem like really nice tanks. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye folks, peace.